This is USA News Hub, United States. The heart of American sports. Subscribe for power, passion, and champions. The Australian Open has already flipped the script. Top seeds are falling, qualifiers are rising, and the draw is cracking wide open. And now, Aryna Sabalenka and Emma Raducanu stand just one win away from a potential blockbuster meeting that could shake Melbourne to its core. But with giant killers everywhere and pressure mounting, nothing is guaranteed anymore. Welcome to the 2026 Australian Open, where chaos isn't a surprise, it's the theme. Hello tennis fans, and welcome back to the channel. If you love Grand Slam drama, unexpected upsets, and rising stars refusing to bow to the rankings, you're in the right place. After 64 WTA Tour driven by Mercedes-Benz matches, we've already seen the kind of turbulence that usually takes 2 weeks to unfold. 4 seeded players from the top half of the draw are gone. 4 qualifiers have powered into the second round. And now, the tournament is setting up several mouth-watering clashes, including matches involving world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, number 3 Coco Gauff, and former US Open champion Emma Raducanu. Let's break down everything that's happening in Melbourne, from historic tie-break wars to fearless underdogs, and why the next round could completely reshape the women's draw. Yellow square chaos in the top half. Seeds fall early. The early rounds of the Australian Open are never easy, but this year has been especially brutal for seeded players. 4 top half seeds have already exited the tournament, and in their place, qualifiers and unseeded players are storming through with confidence, momentum, and nothing to lose. This isn't random. This is the modern WTA. Depth is deeper than ever. Athleticism is elite. And belief. It's everywhere. Green square Elsa Jackmot makes history in epic marathon. One of the most unforgettable moments of the tournament so far belongs to Elsa Jackmot of France. Facing number 20 seed Marta Kostyuk, Jackmot didn't just win, she survived a historic tennis war. This match featured the first women's triple tiebreak match in Australian Open era history. A duration of 3 hours and 31 minutes. A match point saved. A comeback from a set and 5-3 down. Jackmot refused to quit. Every rally felt like a test of will. Every point pushed the limits of endurance. And when it was over, Jackmot wasn't just a second-round qualifier. She was a symbol of what this tournament has become: relentless, fearless, and unpredictable. Blue square qualifiers on the rise. The next wave is here. Jackmot wasn't alone. 4 qualifiers are now through to the second round, and each one made a powerful statement. Turkey Zeynep Sönmez, Turkey. Sönmez delivered one of the biggest upsets so far, defeating number 11 Ekaterina Alexandrova in 3 sets. Her composure under pressure stood out. She absorbed pace. She fought back when momentum swung. And she showed that rankings mean nothing when belief takes over. Australia Storm Hunter. A fan favorite on home soil, Hunter fed off the Melbourne crowd and proved that experience and grit can still outlast raw rankings. Czechia Linda Klimovicova. Technically sharp, mentally strong, and unafraid of big moments, Klimovicova looks ready to make real noise. China Zhuoxuan Bai. Ranked number 702, Bai shocked the tennis world by advancing, and now she faces the ultimate test, the world number 1. Red square Aryna Sabalenka. The standard of consistency. If chaos defines this draw, Aryna Sabalenka defines stability. Over the last 3 years in Grand Slam tennis, no woman has been more consistent. Here's what Sabalenka has achieved in her last 11 majors. 4 titles. 3 finals. 3 semifinals. 1 quarterfinal. That's it. No early exits. No meltdowns. No shock collapses. And when asked how she stays so upset-proof on the biggest stages, Sabalenka gave an answer that reveals the champion mindset. Maybe because I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just taking one step at a time. I'm trying to be as present as possible and always thinking about improving myself, as a player and as a person. That mentality showed in her opening round win. Yellow square Sabalenka versus Bai. Experience versus fearlessness. Sabalenka opened her campaign with a 6-4, 6-1 victory over wildcard Aryna Raducanu. Solid, controlled, and professional. Now she faces Zhuoxuan Bai, a 23-year-old from China ranked outside the top 700 in paper. This is a mismatch. But in reality, this is the exact scenario where pressure flips sides. Sabalenka is expected to win. Bai is expected to learn. And sometimes, that freedom makes all the difference. Sabalenka knows it. The crowd knows it. And Bai has nothing to lose. 1 match. 1 upset. 1 chance to change her career forever. Blue square Coco Gauff continues her march. World number 3 Coco Gauff has quietly built an impressive start to her season. She defeated Kamila Rakimova 6-2, 6-3 in round 1, efficient, calm, and measured. But more importantly, Gauff has already delivered one of the defining wins of 2026. A convincing victory over world number 2 Iga Swiatek at the United Cup. That win sent a message. Gauff isn't chasing greatness anymore. She's expecting it. Green square Gauff versus Danilovic. Lefty threat looms. Gauff's next test comes against Olga Danilovic, the Serbian left-hander ranked number 69. Danilovic enters the match full of confidence after rallying from a set down to defeat Venus Williams. And Gauff knows this won't be easy. She's a talented player. Not often I get to play a lefty. It will be tough. Left-handers disrupt rhythm. They force awkward patterns. They challenge preparation. And if Gauff wants to stay on course for a deep run, this is a test she must pass cleanly. Red square Emma Raducanu watch. 1 win from a mega clash. While Sabalenka and Gauff handle their business, Emma Raducanu remains one of the most watched names in the draw. Every match she plays carries expectation. Every win fuels speculation. And right now, Raducanu stands 1 win away from a potential meeting with Aryna Sabalenka, a matchup that would dominate headlines worldwide. For Raducanu, it's a chance to prove she belongs at the very top again. It's a shot at redemption. It's a chance to silence every doubt. For Sabalenka, it's another test of her major dominance. Another pressure situation. Another moment where champions are defined. Melbourne is holding its breath. Yellow square, what makes this Australian Open different? This isn't just another slam. This tournament feels different because the gap between seeds and qualifiers is shrinking. Mental toughness is deciding matches, not rankings. Younger players are fearless. Champions are being tested earlier than ever. Every round feels like a final. Every upset feels believable. As we head into Wednesday's second-round matches, one thing is clear. There are no safe matches. There are no easy wins. And there are no guarantees. Will Sabalenka continue her dominant march? Will Raducanu reach that blockbuster showdown? Can Coco Gauff handle the lefty threat? And will another qualifier rewrite the script? Melbourne is ready. The stakes are rising. And the chaos is just getting started. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any Australian Open updates. Drop a comment below. Who do you think survives the chaos? Make sure you subscribe to USA News Hub United States. More breaking news. More powerful stories. More champions. Coming your way. See you soon.